One of the things we're looking for is someone that's got a large team background and can bring sort of new things that we don't know about. Potentially, a lot of us have got like a small business background, solo player, and there's things that you miss out being in that environment. So we're really keen to see what somebody new can bring to the table and show us what we're not doing optimally, and tell us which bits of software are fantastic to use, and tell us about some of the terrible mistakes that they've made in the past.
Welcome everyone. Today we're lucky enough to be having a chat with Richard King and Harvey Kane, Senior Developer and CTO down there at the wonderful Rocketspark in Cambridge. Gents, you guys have a Senior Backend Developer role currently available that we'd love to hear a little bit more about. Starting off, before we get into the nuts and bolts of the role, for people that aren't familiar with Rocketspark, how do you typically describe what Rocketspark does?
Typically, I would explain it like it's a website builder that if you're a small or medium-sized business, you would use our platform to get online, build a website. The other customer stream that we have is graphic designers. So designers that are basically reselling Rocketspark to their clients. They're running a little design house and they want to basically offer websites to their clients as well. And they can just use Rocketspark Design Studio to do that.
And then when you're digging into this role specifically, so a senior backend dev, they are coming on board specifically to solve what problems, and what has sort of brought up the need to bring someone new into the team?
We had one of our senior developers leave recently because he wanted to pursue his dream childhood career of making a card game, which it actually was quite successful on Kickstarter. So he's kind of now or never kind of opportunity. Let's just do this. So he went and did that. And so we're kind of really want to fill that hole, and it's kind of big shoes to fill.
So if you're thinking about sort of some of the key experiences that this person or successful candidate might have had in the past, is there any sort of things that you're looking for in particular that you want to highlight?
One of the things we're looking for is someone that's got a large team background and can bring sort of new things that we don't know about. Potentially, a lot of us have got like a small business background, solo player, and there's things that you miss out being in that environment. So we're really keen to see what somebody new can bring to the table and show us what we're not doing optimally, and tell us which bits of software are fantastic to use, and tell us about some of the terrible mistakes they've made in the past on somebody else's dollar that we can learn from, and just really bring some new information and zazz to the team.
When you think about the key traits and characteristics of, not only people that have been successful in the past at Rocketspark, but, that would work well within the engineering environment there, what are those?
Like most developers, you have to be a great problem solver and just have a lot of curiosity for new technology, different ways of doing things, seeing what other people are doing, and also just quite self-motivated as well. So just getting really stuck in on the task and not being needed to be micromanaged at all. Like, we don't really have a culture of that. So someone that can self-motivate and just kind of really see what needs to be done and get it done, and also being a more senior role, leading other more junior members of the team on that journey.
Just to add to that, the senior people, we expect them to do a bit more management as well. So figure out, whether this project is on budget or not, and then be able to discuss business requirements with the business people to make sure that we're actually building what we're supposed to be building, and sort of operate at a higher level rather than just, running out code all day long. There's actually a lot of management, and also, guiding the juniors and making sure that the right people are working on the right tasks based on their skills. These are all sort of really important parts of the job.
They'll be coming on board working on a platform that is used globally. There's heaps of new features going into it on a monthly basis. So they can really kind of get involved in the roadmap of features and see that going out to customers, and actually kind of feeling, I guess, quite fulfilled in their work because they can put it out there and actually see the feedback. We have the feedback coming straight back into Slack. So you build a feature and then you start seeing people using it. So from the kind of satisfaction side of things, it's great. We're still quite a small team, so there's the opportunity to influence the direction of things, which you might not get the same opportunity in a large company. But yeah, definitely if you've got some like architectural idea of how things should be done, we can start exploring that and actually get that out.
Richard, if you were to describe what Harvey's like to work with, how would you typically describe him as a colleague?
I'm here, by the way.
Oh, Harvey's on the call.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Harvey's like really good at attention to detail. So, he'll classic Harvey is we'll give him a problem, and he'll turn up like the next day, and he's got like a full plan for how we're going to solve this problem, like mapped out in Figma, and it's just like, oh, we thought we were going to work on that today, but he's already got the plan. So it's more just Harvey just telling us what the plan is. That's kind of like, classic Harvey.
What is it about working in that environment that's kept you there, and what do you really love about it?
We were chatting about this the other day. I've been here almost 10 years, I think. And prior to that, I was freelancing, doing sort of odd jobs for Rocketspark when I was self-employed. But I think what I really like is it's a really ethical company. Everybody here wants to do the right thing for the customers, do the right thing for the staff, do the right thing for the rest of the world, if you like. And that's a really core drive of the company's values, and it really aligns well with my values. It's nice turning up to work every day in that sort of environment, and that's one of the things that makes me want to stay.
It is. And then Richard, lastly for you, why do you think now is such an interesting or exciting time for someone to be joining the engineering team as well as Rocketspark in general?
One of the big reasons is the generative AI. Like, we've got just massive explosion of things happening, and that correlates so closely to what we're doing with websites. There's that aspect of it. So there's new technology there. And then, we've just been finding like kind of really good market fit with design partners. That's like a whole massive strategic part of our business. And there's going to be a whole heap of interesting things that we do in that space, which I don't think anyone else is doing, or at least doing well. So just to be part of a great roadmap of features and part of a platform that's growing globally and learning all the ins and outs of how to build that and how to do it well. Just a really exciting opportunity to just get involved in a SaaS product that's going really well.
Well, appreciate you both taking some time in to candidly share some thoughts around the role. It does sound like an exciting opportunity for someone that wants to join that team. So if anyone is listening and curious, no doubt check out the role on Matchstick and reach out to the team directly. Thanks for your time.